Man, you talking about you get hype on your own theme music. God, oh man, I get so hyped when I hear that. Oh my gosh. Whoa, whoa. Guys, I just wanted to jump on in here today first and say, I'm hoping you guys are having an amazing holiday season. Happy holidays from me and the fam, okay, to you. I just want to say happy holidays. Have a merry Christmas. Have a great Christmas Eve. Do what you do. Stay safe, okay? And I really wanted to jump into this topic because, a lot of us are waiting till 2021 jumps in, but technically, baby, it done already started. And for those of you who are paying attention in this season, I'm gonna say that I keep calling it a 2020 vision year because if you haven't tapped into a place of uncomfortability, girl, or guy, whoever listening, if you have not tapped into in this season a place of uncomfortability, a place where you have to actually like take a couple of steps back and look at life and say what's really going on, then I'm not sure if you getting a lesson of 2020. Now, some of us might have gotten a lesson before. So 2020, you really didn't take no hits like that. But for some of us, this was a year. Man, it's a year, and it's a year of loss for some, but for some, it is a year of personal reflection, a year of personal, like I felt like I've been ripped, ripped apart, ripped open, ripped. Okay. And I really wanted to come on and talk about this because I think that it's important for those of us who have the power of voice, who know they're called. We're going to talk about the call one day, okay? But for those of you who know you called, you know you have been exclusively given a voice, then it's time for you to speak up in this season. It's time for you to begin to speak the truth. Let the truth set you free, baby. Let it set you free. Okay, so our topic today is recognize. Oh Lord, you better recognize, okay? You better recognize it's harvest time and start reaping. Oh Lord. When I tell you, you might want to recognize it's harvest time and start reaping, you might want to recognize it's harvest time and start reaping. Some of us are in the middle of a harvest time and we steady sowing. We just sowing, 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 sowing. We not reaping, we not gathering up, we not doing none of that. We sowing, 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 sowing. And there are people out there that recognize that you don't recognize it's your season to reap, right? So what they're doing is they snatching, they latching on to you so that they can snatch your harvest, so that they can snatch your season, so that they can snatch your reason. You know what I'm saying? And this is happening like everywhere. You understand? There are people who see you. They see that you are, you have gifts, you have talents, you have resources, you have influence, and they are attaching to you for that very reason. They're attaching to you for the reason of stealing your harvest again. Oh Lord. So I just came on here to talk about that because I'm going to share something I personally have been going through for this year. Not gonna give no details, because choir minds want to know, but I'm not trying to put nothing on blast. Nobody, I ain't talking about nobody because it ain't nobody fault but mine, right? But what I am saying is that I did not recognize this season. I didn't recognize and I have not recognized harvest for myself in a long time. See, I come from the old school of, oh, you just help so many people. You help, you give, you give, you give. And then you hope that those that you give to give back, right? You hope that those that you tread for, you hope that those you like, that you share, that you support, that you buy, that you encourage, that you bring, that you share your audience, that you hope that those people Ooh, you hope that those people would come back and do the same thing for you. And when it doesn't happen, it leaves you in a place of hurt, of despair, of anger, all of those things. When the truth of the matter is, you just did not recognize. And I'm talking about me. I ain't talking about nobody else. Me, I just did not recognize my season to reap. And so sometimes many of us, we're such, we're givers, we're encouragers, we're uplifters, we support everybody. Everybody. We support everybody. We put everybody on. We do the things that we do out of the heart of, if I continue to sow goodness, right? If I continue to sow into other people's lives, then eventually those people will start sowing into mine. Well, that's not how the law of seed time and harvest works. No, it's really not. No. No. That's not how it works. How it works is, when the farmer sows the seed, he actually got to go out there and reap the harvest. Ooh, that means he got to go out there and pick his stuff up. He got to go dig it up, chop it down, slice it up, pick through it, whatever it is, snatch it off the trees, shake the leaves, whatever, wherever that harvest is coming from. The one that planted the seed is also responsible for going out and get it. Oh, Lord. So if you sitting here like I was, waiting on somebody else to do what's right, to support you, to give you what you give them, it doesn't always work like that. And that's no tea, no shade. No tea, no shade. I mean, it is what it is. But I'm giving this as a holiday message. Because we're going to go into the holidays, and the holidays are different this year. Usually it's a time for big house gatherings. My family, normally we have a big Christmas Eve party where everybody comes over, does the pajama thing. But this year, holidays are going to be a little bit different. And I think many of us will be in a reflective period in these holidays. And I want to encourage those of you who have been a seed person. You've seeded everywhere. You've seeded everywhere. You have done the work. And you're wondering why you don't have a harvest. Well, Lord, the answer, let me just raise my hand, is because you didn't go get it, and neither did I. I was comfortable being a sower. I was comfortable staying in the position of a sower. I was comfortable in that position. I was comfortable because I really didn't understand that I deserved a harvest. Or did I think I deserved a harvest, but I ain't have to go get it? That it was just going to come to me? That people just going to do the right thing? And a lot of us, we think that way. We literally do. We believe, if I buy her book, when I launch my book, she gonna buy mine. When I bought her t-shirt, when I sell my t-shirt, she gonna buy mine. Or when she down and I reach out to help her, when I'm down, she gonna reach out to help me. No, it really doesn't work that way, unfortunately. Right? Those are the ways that I think we somehow take scripture or take old proverb and we just kind of finagle it, right? We finagle it so that, it's just easier. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to actually go out there and toil for your harvest. You don't have to go out there and labor in the field to get what you planted, right? But the good news is it's harvest time, guys. And so for those of you, now this is the Get Your Life podcast, right? For those of you who have silently watched as you've been the super cheerleader, but nobody seems to. Well, I would say be your own cheerleader. I would say be what you need for yourself, because once you're what you need for yourself, then you'll start to create an energy and a movement in which, in that energy and movement, just like a hurricane or a tornado, it'll just start picking up stuff, and it'll just start drawing that harvest to you, right? But you will have to labor. You absolutely will. And be careful in this hour. This, if it's your harvest. Now I ain't talking to everybody, but the harvest people. Okay, be careful in this hour, because there are going to be people who want you to labor in their fields with them. And it's your harvest time. It's not your labor time, honey. It's your harvest time. Okay, so be very aware. Be very aware in this hour, because the truth of the matter is, this season has brought out the best in some and the worst in some. But what it's really done is it's given you and I 2020 vision. And once you see the truth, let it set you free, baby. Woo! I'm being funny, but I'm telling the truth. Okay. Let the truth set you free. Don't get stuck in the, oh my God, I cannot believe. No, believe. And don't take it personal, because you just, no one knows why people do what people do, but you can only control yourself. Today, well, for the last few days, I have literally been taking the time, and I don't know if you have, but you should, before the end of this year. You need to look at this year. You need to look back over this year and check it out. Like, honestly, give yourself the ability to see you in this year. See where you went wrong. See what you could have did better. See who needs to stay and who needs to go. Because the truth of the matter is, some of us, we keep people in our circle that we really shouldn't. Their season is up. Okay. And all of this, he's gonna prepare a table before you in the presence of your enemy. So let them watch. I'm gonna say no to that. Because there's another scripture that say, oh, shake the dust off your feet. So I'm gonna go with that scripture, okay? And I'm about to start shaking dust off. Why? Because the more dust, okay, I don't know if y'all know anything about like that culture back then, but stuff will start to accumulate. And when you let bad emotions accumulate, hurt, disappointment, and you don't just deal with it and then let it go, and you just kind of let it linger and just be staying around, it doesn't ever get any better, and your life is not better for it, right? So it's time for us, baby, to get our life. Okay, get your life. Get your life for the rest of this year. Go back, look at what you did 2020, and then frame out the difference for 2021, because it's harvest time, honey, and ain't no Lord, my language. I'm sorry, y'all. Sometimes I get a little hood. I'm from Cloverland. Shout out Cloverland. Shout out Botany Boys. Oh, I'm looking forward to that documentary. But Houston, Texas, shout out to y'all. Love y'all. But at the same time, while we're looking back and we're looking forward, really take an honest assessment of you. Because sometimes it's just a matter of, when you don't know who you are, then you don't even know how to show up in the world, right? And you start looking at other people and you start thinking, well, I want to be like her. I want to do like that. I want to have like that. Why can't I do this? When you have your own personal brilliance. So if your brilliance is not my brilliance, stop trying to do it. And when I say that, I don't mean anything in particular. I'm saying, and if my brilliance is not your brilliance, I'm not gonna, like whatever it is, we got to stay in our lane. And in staying in our lane, we will be the very best that we can be. I've been out my lane so much. It's crazy. And I think the main reason I've been out my lane is because I felt like I still needed to sow. I felt like if I helped other people, the more people I help, the more people are going to help me. Nah, because if I'm not helping myself, if I don't put the oxygen mask on first, I'm going to be the one passed out in a plane. Okay. And I think a lot of us, that's where we are. We've not put the oxygen mask on ourselves first. We have not put ourselves first in any situation. We have put ourselves on the back burner of life. And as stuff start passing you by, and you like, and you start to resent that, right? But it's only because you have not jumped into the game of life and started reaping your own harvest. Yeah. The harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. There is labor that we have to do to reach our harvest, to get it, to get our harvest. We don't have to sow no more seed in that. It's harvest time. It's time to go get your stuff. All right, guys, that was it. Like, that was my Christmas Eve message. Like, I just feel it in my bones. I feel that there are some of you out there that are so disappointed with how 2020 has done. I mean, so disappointed on how 2020 has treated you. So disappointed on how people in 2020 have done you. So disappointed. But the truth of the matter is, man, how have we done ourselves? Yeah, so it's time. It's harvest time. And it's time for you to go get your stuff. All right, get your life, girl. Get your life, boy. Get it. Get it. Whatever that means. If getting your life means go and get a new job, go get it. If getting your life means starting something, starting that thing that has been rolling up in you, go do it. If getting your life means to say no to them and yes to you, get your life, baby, because it's time. Because if this year didn't teach you anything else, it taught you, you never know. You just never know what's going to happen. None of us in 2019, when we was doing our vision boards and we was living our best lives and talking about how 2020 going to be the best year, none of us knew what it would look like. And so that vision should give you the vision that it don't really matter what it looked like in the natural. What matters is what you know about you. If it's harvest time, go get your harvest, babe. Go get it. Go get it. It's time. And don't settle for anything else. I'm going to also say this. Anyone on the team that ain't on the team, end their membership, okay? Just end it. It's okay. You don't have to keep them on the team if they ain't on the team. I'm just saying. So I'm just throwing that out there for somebody because I think some people keep people on. But if they're not on the team, they're not on the team. And you got to call a spade in this season. 2020 vision. All right? All right. All right, y'all. Well, that's it for me. I think I done came on here with the go get your life news today. I love you guys. I will see you on Tuesday. Oh my gosh, Tuesday's show is going to be absolutely amazing. I will see y'all then. All right. You know what we say here? It's time for you to get your life, baby. Hey.